Well, welcome everybody. It's
Thank
Boxing Day, first day of Kwanzaa. So this is a free class that I do, community class. So if you're feeling charitable in light of Boxing Day, if you don't know the history of Boxing Day, no? Anybody? Yeah.
No.
It's when the rich people would box up their leftover food and give it to their staff and servants had the day off, basically. So maybe started out kind of bizarre, but it's charitable and it's for the people in need anyway. So if you can think of it that way. So if you want to find a food bank after class and do a donation instead, that would be suitable for today and in more ways than one, since I think food and food banks are struggling right now. It's also Kwanzaa, the first day of Kwanzaa. So Kwanzaa is a festival of lights, like a lot of traditions. It's a 7-day festival, and there's a candle lit every day, and there's a principle for every day. Today is the first principle, unity, which is the theme for today. So if you think about other 7-day and 7 light, Christians believe that the world was formed in 7 days. Jewish people, of course, have Hanukkah, which is a 7-day event. So this magic of 7 in nature, we have 7 colors in the rainbow, 7 natural colors. We have 7 whole tones in the heptonic music scale, which is our Western music scale. All these things, kind of a coincidence. Maybe we're a lot more alike and have more in common than differences. So if you think about it, no matter your tradition or philosophies, they do really cross over quite a lot, We just came out of solstice, which was Monday. Also light in day. Solstice and equinoxes celebrate light. So that was our darkest day of the year, literally. And now we're coming into the light, metaphorically and literally. And in the spring we plant and rebirth, and that's the whole cycle. So is it interesting that these holidays, pagan or not, land at this time of the year? In yoga, we have the 7 chakras. That's another thing, 7 energy centers in your body, and it's your spirit level. So getting back to the theme of unity, in this time with the pandemic in the world, it's so funny that and especially in the US with our election and political and social things that have been going on, we have so much division. So unity is so important right now. And I remember my dad said something about it's important to agree to disagree. And that doesn't make it weak, that just offers some respect to someone. Of course, you're not going to agree with someone and everyone all the time, ever. You just won't. So in the sense of unity, you can agree to disagree and still feel connected to others. You don't have to be, 100% on board with them. And kind of in an irony with this pandemic, which is physically and psychologically and socially separating people, in weird ways, it's also bringing people together. I wouldn't be doing this Zoom class. I might be having my local peeps here. I keep looking at people, my local peeps. But if it weren't for the Zoom class, then in the pandemic, I probably wouldn't be doing a Zoom class, which is a way to unite people. How many Zoom meetings did you do in the last few days with family and friends, whether you wanted to or not, right? So it's just kind of ironic that the pandemic's actually creating unity. So in yoga, for our practice today, Hatha yoga Hatha means the yoking of mind, body, and spirit. And so that's a unity of your mind, your mindfulness, your awareness, your consciousness, how to control your mind, quiet your mind. The body is our physical asana practice. That's the postures we do to keep our body going and our internal organs all lubricated and going. And then your spirit is your intentions, your compassions. Good morning. Welcome. You don't get a heat lamp, you get the actual sun.
Yes.
It won't last forever.
Vitamin D.
So in your practice today, think about the unity of mind, body, and spirit. Breath, spirit, intention, physical presence. This is your vessel, the only one you're getting. So unless you have some medical science intervening and helping you out, which can be good, it's the one you need to take care of, right? So be mindful. I know there are a couple of beginners on the call, and I know a couple of you have higher level limits. I might do some higher level stuff, but it's up to you to mind your body and take care of your body. So let's just start by taking a big breath in with our hands, looking up, stretching up, and exhaling down, looking down at the earth. Inhaling up, and hands down the heart line on an exhale. And let's just say hello to our ancestors, a little happy Buddha. So tickle the feet of your ancestors somewhere in the nethers, cosmos up there. Looking up. Let's calm your energy field. So just bring some energy down. You can close your eyes for this. You want to watch because you're not knowing what's going on. Just bring your energy down, smoothing your energy, coming to the mat, coming to calmness, coming to quietude, and then a little bit of grounding on the earth. Connect that energy you have to the earth, and then just bring in some love to your own heart, your own self, your own soul, your own spirit. So I'm going to start with Nadi Hoshana breath this morning, which is alternate nostril breathing. So leave your left hand on your knee. You're going to be opposite me. Left hand on your knee, right hand up. So your right thumb on your right nostril. And you can either put your second and middle finger up, or you can keep it curled under, but your ring finger is on the left nostril. So some people have a hard time rolling that. So you can keep your fingers up or down, whichever. So let's start by exhaling fully. You can close your eyes for this. I'm going to do a lot of verbal cues. Eyes open is fine, but it's really nice to do this with your eyes closed because you turn inwardly a bit more. So a big exhale and block your right nostril and inhale through the left. And with your ring finger, block the left and hold. So both nostrils are held. Pause. Release the thumb, exhale the right nostril. Big exhale, pull the belly button in. Now inhale through the right. Block and hold with the thumb. Pause. Exhale the left, releasing the ring finger. Pull the belly button in, exhale all that stagnant air. Now big inhale. Pull in some fresh oxygen up to the top of your lungs. Fill up your belly, inhale. Block and hold. Exhale the right, releasing the thumb. Exhale fully. Inhale the right. Block and hold. Exhale the left. Inhale the left. Block and hold. Exhale the right all the way. This is alternate nostril breath. It balances the left and right brain. It gets a little bit equal happening for the left and right brainers who are one way or the other. Inhale the right. If you're largely left or right brained, one or the other, this can be a nice way to just balance you. Block and hold. Exhale the left, nice and fully. Pull the belly button all the way into the spine, nice and strongly. Here's your biggest breath, our last round. Inhale the left, big fat belly, open the chest, fill up the lungs. Block and hold. Exhale the right, fully. And when you've exhaled, release your right hand to your lap and just breathe normally, naturally, both nostrils. Close your eyes, dive inside, find some quiet. And let's gently open the eyes, hands in prayer position, reaching up. And drop your right hand to the side for a side stretch. Bring that left knee, look up to the sky, look up to the ceiling if you're inside. Inhale up, off to the other side. Probably a big meal or two yesterday. You can feel this in your belly and your side. Inhale up. Stretch. Inhale up to the left. And inhale up, hands together. Prayer position down the heart line. And just crawl your hands forward in front of your shins. Just lean forward, rock and roll your shoulders, nod your head. Loosen your low back. A little space for your kidneys. And come up on the fingertips like you have spider fingers, we call them out here, and tarantula fingers. Palms are off the earth. Arms are strong and straight now. So you're pushing your hips back from the fingertips on the earth. And then march off to the right, staying nice and low. Lay your torso over that right thigh. Reach with your left hand a little bit further than you think, maybe a little more. Can you lengthen that left side of the body, dropping that knee on the opposite side? And crawl back to the center, staying nice and low. Feel some hip action there, off to the other side. Now your right hand stretches a little further than you think. Nice and long. Drop the right knee, pushing the hips back. And walking back to the center. Walking the hands back up to the shins, arm up to the side. Inhale up, interlace the fingers, turn the palms to the sky. Can you get your arms back by your ears? Drop the shoulders, palms flat to the sky. That means you pull your pinkies back a little lower. Ooh, grab your cell phone too much, texting too much, right? And now we're going to roll back on our tail, pull the belly in, making a C back on your pelvis, and drop your hands towards me. Pushing your palms towards me. Open the wing bones. Spread the shoulder blades. You feel that spine shooting to the back wall. Doesn't that feel good? Yeah. So staying low, let's go to the right. Very small twist. Stay nice and low. Pull the belly in. Rolling back on your tail. Pushing your palms towards the front of the mat. Strong, straight arms. And now back to the center. To the left. Pull the belly in, right? And back to the center, sitting back straight up. Let's bring the hands behind the head. Pull your elbows back as far as you can, really opening the armpits, pushing your head into the palm of your hands. Can you tip back just a little bit? Bringing your heart chakra, your throat chakra high, up, open. Squeeze the shoulder blades close together. It's the opposite where we just were. Elbows back a little further, pushing your head into the palm of your hands. And now bring the elbows forward, close together. Roll back that C again and bend down, trying to get your elbows down to your shins. Just let the weight of your head pull a little bit, open the back, stretch forward. Now roll back up, sitting straight, elbows back, and hands up, down the side. Nice. Reaching up. Let's drop the right hand behind you and the left hand for a twist. So looking over your right shoulder. Chin and everything, all the way to the right. And then inhale up forward, off to the left. A little bit of warm up. One more time, inhale up, arms up, off to the right. Inhale up to the left. And back to center, hands down the heart line. Let's bring our knees together, extend the legs out. So you can pull the flesh of your buttocks behind you, your patas, and you're trying to get your pelvis on the ground. It kind of tips your pelvis a little bit forward. If your knees are bent here, that's fine because it's a forward fold, which everyone has. A little bit of a moan. It's the first forward fold of the day, unless you got up and did your stretches already, huh? Shake your shoulders, bend your knees if you need to. Just make it gentle. And walk your hands back up. Place your hands by your hips. Bend your knees so the soles of your feet are on the earth. And just do a little windshield wipering. Drop into one side. So your knees go one way and your chin and shoulders in a very dramatic fashion go the other way. Think pin-up girl. It comes in handy when you're beside the pool in the summer. Or right now. Those of you at home don't know that we're poolside, but it's not comfortable from poolside. All right, next time our knees are going to go to the right. We're going to leave them there. Take that left hand. Turn your right hand back for some support. You don't want to tweak your wrist. Squirrel that left foot back. So we're really opening that front psoas. Reach and turn to the back of the mat and reach to the corner of the mat. And stretch, that long stretch from the knee up the side body, the armpit, up to your fingertips. Maybe you reach down and tap the earth, keeping that twist going. You feel that further stretch, leaning the torso all the way to the ground, maybe. Reaching back up and unwind. Other side, so dropping the knees off to the left. Shimmy that right knee back, back, so you get a nice open in that front pelvis. Reaching up and turning to the back. Stretch and reach the corner of the sky. The further you bring that right knee back, the better and longer the stretch is going to be. And maybe you bring your torso down to the thigh, maybe you tap the earth with your palm. And stretch up and unwind. Bring our knees up, legs out again. Reaching up and just dive forward. That feels a little different in the spine when you get a little bit of twisting going on, huh? Let's bring our hands by the hips again. 2 handprints behind your hips. So you're leaning back a little bit on your tail, right? Flex your toes, spread your toes nice and wide, all of them, even the ones that don't listen to you. And then we'll point the toes, legs together, nice and strong, and we're going to lift our hips up. Pushing the earth away. Head back if your neck can handle it. If your neck hurts, keep your chin tucked. And then drop your seat down, flex your feet. One more time, point. Lift up the hips. Now we're going to stay here. See if you can take the 3 points, your hands, and one heel, and lift the other heel. Keeping your hips high, come on. Hips up, 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 up. Drop that heel, other heel. Hips up. It's your body. Heel down and drop your waist. You got to be able to carry your own weight to help others, right? Stretching up and dive forward. And walk your hands up, bending the knees again. So index finger and middle finger, we're going to fish hook our toes. We're going to do a little, we're going to eventually get to a boat or a half boat. Let's see how far we get. Right foot up. Going to do a seesaw back and forth, bringing that knee beyond your rib cage, opening up the hip. If you could straighten however far you can go. Your other heel's on the ground for support, so you can really focus on that hip axiom. Now let's keep it up. Can you straighten it? Maybe you can't keep the toe, but maybe you can grab the calf. If you flex your foot, you're going to have a lot more control. Nice, strong. Or keep seesawing like we were doing. There's no magical answer, but your body doesn't do it yet. And we'll bring that foot down. Other side, left side, same thing. Pulling the knee beyond the rib cage, straightening out. Maybe you want to even place it down. Back. Just flexing and extending that hip socket for a little bit more movement. And let's keep it up here. Maybe you can straighten it off to the side. Maybe you grab under the knee. Maybe that's what you got. Maybe the knee stays super bent and you just pull it way into your armpit. Whatever works for you. And bend your foot down. Let's see if you can just sit on your pelvis, both feet off the ground. And maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Or you go one at a time. You can always put one heel down to support. So maybe you go for the full Monty. Maybe try one leg at a time. Nice and stretchy. Maybe that means you're putting this heel down. Maybe not. Switch legs. Find that balance spot, that focal. Right in the pelvis there. Maybe you do the full Monty. Honey, I'm home. I stole that one. I did not know that. But it's worth repeating, right?
It's a good one.
Yeah, it's good for all parties involved. And laughter is good medicine. Maybe you lose your focus. Now this is going to be tricky. Or bend your knees. Can you bring your legs together? Oh my gosh, I don't know about that. Hands up. And down. Oh God. Which leads us to boat pose. So let's just pull our legs together. Hands right behind the knees. Maybe this is all you do. You straighten one leg at a time. Or maybe you sit here and really open your chest and this is feeling really awesome, like, oh my God, I'm balancing, this is awesome. Or you can extend your legs with your hands behind the legs or your hands out. And if you're shaking like mine, that's all your nerves trying to say hello. The brain's telling you to do this. Hands up, touch your toes, maybe. All right, that was it. Very good. I can't see everyone in the gallery because their camera is. Let's take our left foot, pull it into your inner thigh. So the sole of your foot on your inner thigh. And you can open that right leg. I like to do it at a diagonal to get a better angle. Reach up to the sky. We're going to start turning at the waist. The shoulders are going to follow no matter what. So start turning at the waist towards that extended leg. And when you face that leg, just fall over. Round your back, curl, make that same C, and just land on the earth. Just let your natural body weight stretch you forward. That extended leg's foot is flexed. The more flexed it is, the more you're going to get in your hamstring. Chomper's checking everybody out. She's used to yoga.
She's making sure. She's
Yeah.
checking everyone's position.
We get to down dog. She can show you that.
She's a critique.
She's good at that.
Looked at me and said, I can't help her.
So staying nice and low, we'll take that right arm and bring the elbow inside the knee, the inner thigh. Maybe if you're down there, you can fish hook your toe. There's no prize for that. There's never any prize, especially if you hurt yourself. So you're going to leverage yourself and open your chest to the left and reach that left hand to the sky for a nice twist. Keeping that right rib cage close to your right thigh. Looking up to the sky, the ceiling fan, what's up there? And that arm up in the air now, just drop it over your head, bend the elbow. Maybe try and point those fingertips towards your toes that are somewhere down there. All the while dropping that left shoulder blade down your back, so you're really opening to the side. You can turn your head up and down if it feels a little stiff. And we'll come out of it taking our left hand up to the sky, plant it right outside your left hip, scoop up and right up on that front shin, opening the back. Now we're the opposite stretch, a big opening side body. Reach, 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 reach. Long, strong right leg. And dropping your seat back down. Leaning over to the left. Pull that left knee a little bit more to the center. Cross that long leg over. Foot. There you go. If you guys are doing it, I think the people at home have got it. So you're my cue if I'm not cueing. Can't see everybody. So now we try and drop that left hip, that right hip, my left, your right hip down. Left hand to the sky. Reach down and grab that knee. You're twisting off to the right. So that hand back by your hip is really close, so you can push your back flat, and then the chin follows off to the right. Nice and strong. So you kind of pulse a little bit to the right. It's not a frozen thing. And let's keep that twist to the right as strongly as you can, and only turn your chin to the left. That ringing out of the spine. Counter stretch. Flat back, sitting up tall. Pull the belly in, get it out of the way. Turning the chin back. Slowly releasing. Let's come down on that left forearm. And we're going to bring that right leg to the sky. And maybe again, you're grabbing the knee, the calf, you're hugging it for dear life. You've got some friend up there in the sky helping you, or you fish hook, or you grab the outside of the foot, whatever works. Nice and stretched. And let's drop it down to the earth, well above your knee, like close to your chest. And back up. And down. Straight leg. So we're moving from the hip socket here. And now when your leg is up at the sky, bend the knee, slide your hand down your shin, grab your ankle, and kick your foot back. So now we're arching, dropping the right shoulder blade on the spine, opening the front side of the body. Beautiful. More high drama. And release, come to seated. Both legs in front of you, other side. So we take our right foot in. Open the left leg. Sitting up straight, lead with the belly button to the left. When you're facing that extended leg, just fall over, round your back, just make it easy. Drop the chin, drop your forehead. Maybe drop the right shoulder a little further than you think and lift the left. Do you see what that does to your lumbar when you do that? You're getting a stretch all the way down to your low back. And just fall forward, your natural body weight. The foot is extended, right? Flexed. I mean, that's the opposite. The extended legs foot is flexed, right?
Yes to both.
Yes, yes, yes. Extend and flex everything all at once. And exhale from the low belly so you can really get that pelvis a little bit more room, get the air out of the way. So now we're going to stay low, taking the left elbow inside the knee. Again, you grab the shin, you grab the earth, big, fish hook your big toe, but we're going to open the right shoulder. Open, open, open as you push with that leverage and reach back to the sky. Check it out. Bernard, are you on the same side or did you switch?
No.
I don't know where people start. Oh, you guys.
That's the right side.
You're cool.
Oh, good.
It's all good.
Sunshine.
You're at an angle. That's why I'm thinking. I got to think angles and mirror and.
You need sunscreen over here.
Oh, good. To an hour, I'll be all right. Yeah.
And now we'll take that arm above the head and just drop it over the head, bending the elbow, reaching towards those toes. Dropping that shoulder blade on the back, so you're really opening your heart still. Armpit to the sky. And on an inhale up, we're going to sit up, drop that right hand right by the hip, nice and close. Rise up, coming forward on that shin, arching the back, reach, reach, reach. Point that left leg strong and straight. Reach this corner of the sky. And with control, drop down. And we're going to come down on our left forearm. Grab that leg like you did before. Maybe it's different on this side. Some sides are stretchy, some sides aren't. So you grab your
Right forearm.
right forearm. Did I say left? Right forearm. Someone's listening. So grab the outside of your foot. You kind of don't want to grab the inside of your foot because you see how that brings your shoulder and closes you off. You want to try and open the chest. And we're going to drop down above the knee, close to your chest as possible. Tap the earth. Stompers. Analyzing your posture.
One-on-one guidance.
Drop it. Come on, lady. And third time. And this time we're going to bend our knee when it gets to the sky. Hand slides down the shin. Grab the ankle. Kick back, chest forward. Drop the left shoulder blade on the spine. Really bring the shoulder blades close. Here's your heart chakra for you guys this side. Nice and open. And release. We'll bring that foot in your hand across your knee. You can always straighten that bent leg if it's more comfortable to you. So we drop that right, left hip down. Left hand on the earth, grab your knee, turn off to the left. Twist all the way to the left, chin to the left. Try to keep those left toes, that left foot on the earth too. So your left knee is crossed over the right side. And keeping the twist of the spine, turn the chin off to the right only, which might even make you pull a little bit further to the left. Sitting up nice and straight, flat back. And chin back to the left. And release. Unwind. Looks like I missed something. No? Let's see what the stretch feels like now. All our hips are loose. You're going to be like sliding down to your feet. No thing. Very, very good. And walk your hands back up. Hands by the hips, bend the feet. Reverse tabletop. So you bring your hips up. Again, tuck your chin if your neck hurts. Otherwise, you can let your head flop back and hang. Hips high. Place all your weight in the hands and the right foot. And lift up the left foot straight up to the sky. Hips high. Hips high. Circle an ankle. Well, you're circling the foot. But we're working the ankle. The other way around. Are your hips still high? Maybe. Left foot down, right foot up. Circle the ankle. Nice flexibility there. And release. Drop the hips. Cross your legs and come all over to all fours. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. It's not a yoga class without some cat and cow. So drop the belly, lift the tail, lift the chin, inhale. Exhale, push the earth away, pull the belly in, tuck the chin. Inhale, drop the belly, make room. On the front side of the body, exhale, collapse it off. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's come to a neutral spine. We'll do my husband's favorite pose. Turn your fingertips to the outside and backwards towards your kneecaps. This is the computer phone geek TV remote control dudes or dudettes. Smile. So that's pretty real to most people. You pull your hips a little bit back to your ankles so you can find your limitation. Turn them out, Pablo.
That's as fun as we
No, out. There you go. And maybe to the side. Can you sway a little bit your hips and shoulders to the left or right? Slow is important here. This is pretty real for most people. Find the ease in the tension. If you find to be very flexible, you can bend your elbows a little. It doesn't work for everybody. So let's curl our toes under. Remember the other end of the body? They're still there. And sit your seat back. Release your hands slowly. Sit on your ankles. On your heels. Shake out your hands. Strong fists. And do some figure eights. Lead with one hand and then lead with the other. That's a weird thing in your brain to do. Let's bring our hands down to the earth. And your toes are curled under, right?
Yes.
Maybe that's enough for you. Can you roll back on your toes a little? Maybe sit your back up a little straighter. It's a balance. Oh, everyone's doing it in the studio. Let's see if we can stand up. That was just for fun. Back on your knees. Well, everybody was doing it. I thought, let's try a little level 2 there. All right, where are we? Oh, yes. Let's take the right leg out straight to the side for gate pose. And we come standing on our knee. So you kick your heel out and your toes in. So the outside edge of your foot is parallel to the side of your mat. Standing on our knee, arms up. And drop the right hand to the side. Side stretch. Inhale up to the earth with the hand. Big, long side body. Open the armpit, look up to the sky. The energy up. Hand to the earth. Up. Good breathing. I'm hearing breathing, not so much grunting. Let's stay down here and see about lifting that leg up. Gluteus medius. You didn't know you had one. Why is this so hard to do? Can you bend your knee and grab your shin and do our little stretch we did on the ground? Arch your back, drop the shoulder blade. So follow me here. We're going to release the foot, but leave it in the air. Hand comes to the earth. Walk your hands forward. That leg is still up in the air, right? Cross it over like you're crossing your legs in midair. Drop that right knee like you're crossing your leg. You got it. Leave your hands where they are. Separate your ankles and just sink your hips back. Nice diagonal opening. After future plane rides.
The piriformis, isn't it?
The piriformis, your IT. You got the sciatic axiom. This is a nice stretch for that. And then we come forward. Let's try the other side. Unwind your knees. Left leg goes out to the side. Come to standing on the knee. Reaching up. Heel is kicked out. Toes are turned in. You feel that difference in your shin when you do that? And the hip gets engaged. And drop the left hand down, looking up under the armpit. Inhale up. Down to the earth, stretch long. All right. You guys warm over there? You warm?
Yeah.
Too warm?
It's good.
I want the heaters off.
That's a problem.
All right. Never
No,
mind.
I'm good.
I forgot what I was asking. Forever cold, Joanne. And this time we're going to stay down. We're going to keep that left right hand down. We're going to lift the other leg. Is this any easier? Flex your foot and kicking the heel out will give you a little bit more of an advantage. Nice and strong. And bend the knee. Slide the hand down the shin. Find that ankle. Kick back. Chin up, chest open. Heart to the sky. Heart chakra side. All right, so here's the deal. We're going to release and leave the leg up. In the air, hand comes to the earth, walk forward with the hands, cross that knee over the other like you're crossing your legs. You got it. Separate your ankles, hands stay where they are, and just push your hips back. Nice.
Yummy.
Oh, good morning, darling. Thank you. That's it. Thank you. And we're going to unwind coming forward, undo that knee. And let's just come to the, oh, I know. Let's kick our left foot back, curl the toes under. Right foot back, toes under, top of a push-up, plank. Nice and strong. Core strength here. Can you come down to your forearms, one arm at a time? Or stay in your high plank. Can you come back to a high plank? One arm at a time. Oh, grunt if you want to. And chaturanga means you bend your elbows and you bring your body right down to the earth. Come up into Sphinx. So Sphinx is your elbows under your shoulders. I'll go to an angle here for those at home. So your elbows are nice and close. A lot of people kind of squat. Nice and close. Hands are on the earth. Pulling your chest forward, elbows back. Feel that extension in the spine, the low back, the mid back. Lift your chin up, look over the right shoulder. Lift your chin up, look up to your left shoulder. Can you see your ankle? Up. One more time. And come center. We're just going to slide down so the hands are under the shoulders for cobra. Elbows touch the rib cage nice and close. And just feel your chin and chest off the earth. Shoulder blades close. And exhale down. Rolling up, chin and chest up. And exhale down. Last time we're going to stay up, chin and chest up. Can you take your hands off the earth? Strengthening the back. So we're not hobbling around the grocery store at 90. So I'm going to keep going. So you can stay here. You can keep going up and down. But if you want to bring your hands back, if you want to bring your feet up in the air, no prize for any of this. Arms out to the side. It's going to get more difficult. So go back if you like, or drop the legs, dive into the pool. And no matter where you are, stack your hands, turn your face to one side, big toes touching, heels fall open, and just relax. Wiggle your hips a little bit side to side. Give it a break. And let's come back, put our hands under our shoulders, pushing back to a child's pose, nice and slowly. Pull your belly in, round your back, sink back, dropping your chest down. Give that low back a break. And inhale forward to all fours. Do a little bit of a sequence here. So 2 handprints forward with your hands, so they're not under your shoulders any longer. But we're going to come forward, butt stays up, chest and chin go down. Elbows to the sky. So keep your tushy to the sky, arch your back. We push back to child's pose, exhale. Inhale forward to plank, curl the toes under, straighten the legs, exhale to down dog. Inhale forward to plank, Drop the knees. Exhale the child's pose back. Inhale forward to plank. Toes under, knees off. Exhale to down dog. Inhale forward. Drop the knees. Exhale back. So that's a full inhale and a full exhale for half of that motion. So inhale, 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 inhale. Plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale forward to plank. Nice full breath. Drop the knees. Exhale to down dog. Sorry, child's pose. Inhale forward to plank. We're going to stay in down dog this time. Exhale. And we're going to take that right leg up to the sky. Look behind you. Look between your hands. And somehow get that foot up there, that right foot. And drop the back knee. Top of the back foot down. You can practice this level 2, 3, and leave your knee up if you want. Hands are coming to the front knee. So if you're doing level 2, 3, you look like this. Left hand forward, like you're shaking someone's hand. Draw a line straight up to the sky. Keep drawing that line and turn your chest to the side and reaching to your back foot, right arm forward. Twist. So bring your hips forward. So we're really opening that front left psoas. Iliac psoas. Left hand up to the sky. Follow it with your eyes. Interlace your fingers in front of you. Point the index finger. Now you're squaring your shoulders to the front, pulling that right hip back so you're nice and square to the front of the mat. Draw a line up the sky and see where you stop. Arms by the ears. Maybe you can do a bit of an arch. And exhale forward. Both hands on the inside of the front foot. Heel toe your front foot to the right just a little bit. Come down to lizard, whatever that means for you. Maybe you stay up this high, and that's plenty of stretch in your right hip. Maybe you come down with one elbow or the other or both.
What is this, James? What is this pose?
Well, we call it lizard. I don't know if there's lizards in India, probably, but whether all the gurus called it lizard. It's up for debate. So coming out of it slowly, lift that, curl the back toes under, lift that back knee, kind of come up to a stand, but we're going to walk sideways on the mat so you're facing left now. Wide-legged straddle. And so go as wide as you can to sort of touch the earth if you can. There you go, straightening your legs if you can. And bend your elbows and bend forward, make it a full forward fold. Inhale back up to flat back, half forward fold. Exhale down. Inhale back up. We're going to keep walking to the left, to the back of your mat now. So the same lunge, but to the back of the mat. So now you have to listen or remember. Drop that right leg down, that right knee if you want to, onto the earth. So we're in that kneeling forward lunge. You got it. Hands up on the knee, front knee. Sinking your hip weight forward, so you stretch that front right side. Now our right hand goes forward like we're shaking someone's hand. And then straight up to the sky, straight up, and watch it. And draw a line all the way to the back as you turn to the right. Left hand goes forward. Check out what's beside you, behind you. Hip weight forward so you get that nice stretch. Let's take that right hand up to the sky. Turn our chest forward. So we're square now to the back of the mat. Hips, pull that left hip back a little so that you square to the front of the mat, or the back of the mat rather. And interlace your fingers, point your index, bring your arms up to your ears and arch back, look up. Now that's a nice stretch on the inside of the right leg and the front side of the right leg. Exhale forward, dropping both hands on the inside of the foot, heel toe of the foot to the left. And here you drop your Elbows down, one at a time, one or the other, or both. Wherever you are, however much stretch you need. Hips don't act the same either, so they might be stiff on one side more than the other. Keep it rocking, rolling, liquid. And from here, we'll come back to our hands, curl the back toes under, lift the back knee. We're going to walk to the side again, same side, side straddle. And can you take your left hand and walk it forward? And your right hand, turn the fingers backwards and slide it between your legs back. See how that kind of drops your right hip? Opens your inner right groin just a little bit more. And so let's switch hands. Now the right hand goes forward, left hand turns backwards and goes between your legs. And drop your left hip down. Both hands forward. Let's heel toe our feet together. Come to standing. Slowly roll up. One vertebrae at a time for your spine. And you can face the front of your mat. A couple of standing sequence. So we're going to go dancer tree and then into a nice little Shiva posture. So let's plant our right foot nice and strong, like the root going straight into the earth. Slide your hand on your shin like we've been doing. Grab your ankle. If you want to go to the wall and put your hand on the wall, that's fine too. So get your base, get your balance. Knees are close. Right hand to the sky. And maybe this is it. Find a focal point, a drishti point. Maybe this is it. But if you kick back and tip forward from your hips, you go a little bit further into the pose. No need, it's a balancing. So wherever you find your limit is where you've got it. Arching the back. And so without coming to the earth all the way, let's come back standing straight up again. Right hand on the hip. So left foot, you either go to kickstand to the calf or to the inner thigh, whatever your level is. It's a balance, so you want to make it successful. So if going too far makes it unsuccessful, why would you do that? So the first stop is kickstand. Open the knee back, bring our arms up and grow some tree branches. Next level is the calf. It fits nicely in the arch of your foot there. Maybe that's good. Now we'll go into our little Shiva posture. Hands on the hips. Cross that foot over. Put the balls of your feet on the earth. So your shin and calf are touching. And your right hand, left hand goes up to the sky. Right hand goes in front of you. And you tip off to the side and look down to the earth. And unwind. Good. I wasn't watching. Everyone got that? Other side. Left foot nice and strong. Grab the right ankle. Line up your knees. Find your balance. Find your posture. Some people teach this grabbing their foot. Some people grab their ankle and flex. Just different lineages, whatever feels good for you. When you're ready, or if you're ready to kick back, tip at the hips, lean forward, arching the back. Breathe, relax. And slowly come back to standing, and here's where we place your foot on the tree, however you find your level. And the center of gravity is the easiest for balance, and as you grow your branches, you get more challenging. Super challenging is closing your eyes, but flood them a little bit maybe. Find your simple balance and close your eyes and see how difficult it becomes. And from here, hands down, and cross that foot over in front. Right hand to the sky, left hand in front of you. Big side body stretch. And release. Let's lay on our backs. We're nearing the end. Nearing. People like the back. Lay back and pull your knees up into your chest. And give that low back a little love, rocking side to side. And let's drop our feet on the earth so they're right by your hips. Hip distance apart, knees are bent for bridge. Hands on alongside the body, palms down, forearms down. Push the arms into the earth, which really engages the shoulders girdle, and lift your hips up, bridge. Pelvis is nice and high, so you're really stretching both psoas, both front hips, sides of the hip. And rolling down nice and slowly. One more time on an inhale, hips up. Let's interlace our fingers behind your back, walking your shoulders one side at a time until you really curl your shoulders together. Hands are interlaced. If that's too much for you, you can stay wide. So plant the energy in your left foot and see if you can shoot that right foot to the sky. That right arm comes into play to keep you balanced on the right shoulder. Nice. Dropping the right foot. Up with the left foot. Very good. Left foot down, hips nice and high. Separate the hands. Separate the shoulders, walk them wide, or shoulder blades, walk them wide and roll the back down one vertebrae at a time, nice and slowly. Nice and slowly. And in light of all the Christmas cookies, let's bring our feet off the earth so we're in 90-degree angles here. So the knees are over the hips, we're in reverse tabletop. Knees are bent, shins are parallel to the earth. You got it. You got it, you got it, you got it. My in-studio folks are ready. Hands behind the head, interlace the fingers. You know what's coming.
Oh no.
Straighten the right leg and curl your left elbow or the right elbow to the left knee. Bicycles, nice and slow. Slow, with control. Can you pull your belly in? And that extended leg close to the earth. A little bit higher, the shoulders off the earth. Nice and strong. Five more. 4, 3. Really turn the torso. 2, 1. And release. Relax. You can wake up the abs a little bit. A little bit. Bring the legs back up the way they were, just like that. Hands straight out on either side of the knee, just curling the arms off, shoulders off, head and shoulders off the earth. So let's take the left hand and meet it on the right hand, right side of the right foot. So both hands are on the right side. There you go, in prayer position, nice and strong. If you want to extend your legs in out of a 45 degree, that works. Now your prayer hands go to the left. Point the toes if you need some energy, like your legs at like 1. Prayer hands to the right. A little more intensity if you drop your feet down. Left. One more time. I'm not hearing groaning, so we'll just keep going. And release, pull the knees into the chest. Practice that every morning. You'll be doing it longer and longer and longer. Take a break, rock and roll your back. So planting your feet on the earth, pick your right knee, both hands on the right kneecap. Slide your left leg straight out on the earth and just let it lay there actively, but just leave it laying on the earth. And pull that knee straight onto your chest, not to the side on the side of your ribcage, straight onto your chest, nice and high. Really release, if you can, the hip muscle and let your hands and arms do the stretch. Can you let your right foot just flop? No muscular going on there. Try to release the hip, the thigh, the shin, the calf, the ankle, the foot. But your hands are pulling that knee right onto the top of your rib cage.
Now slide that knee a little bit to the right, beyond the rib cage on the right side. Keep pulling the knee higher. Get that feeling? And even a little bit further to the right. And keep sliding that knee to the right. Maybe at some point it's really up more near your armpit. Maybe you can put your kneecap inside your right elbow and pull it to the side nice and high, very low to the earth. Left leg is still strong and still extended. And release. Pull the left knee in, hands on the knee. Straighten that right foot, or leg rather, just right out of the earth. So we're pulling that left knee into the chest, right on top of the ribcage, right towards the midline. Let the foot go, let the calf go, the shin, the hip muscle. Try to let the leg be limp, and your hands are pulling it into this position. Right leg is still nice and extended and attentive. It's hard to relax one side and extend the other, but that's part of the challenge, right? So slowly bring that left knee to the left side of the ribs. More to the left, slowly. At some point, it's kind of off your rib cage, really high, high up towards the armpit and off the side of your body. Maybe you put the knee on the inside of your elbow. Keep tugging it up and dropping it down to the left. Right leg's extended. Very nice. And release both legs out. Shake. Just bounce your knees. That's very good. Very good. We'll do a side twist here to end. Mrs. Bernard likes this guy. Let's pull the right knee up with both hands. Instead of pulling that knee to the right, we're going to drag it across to the left. So your right hand goes out like a T to the side. And the right knee in the left hand gets dragged to the left side of the body, rolling over onto that left hip. So here's a cue to try and get that hip pad behind you. Take that right hand like a reverse snow angel. Bring that right hand down by your left buttock. Crawl your fingertips between the earth and your hip pad and pull that hip pad back behind you. You feel that twist or that motion of the hip to give you a little bit more twist. Chin to the right. Love this one of my favorite twists. Get the chiropractor. And release. That right leg come up. Center your hips back on the mat. If they moved a little bit, straighten that right leg. Left knee into the chest. Right hand on the left knee. Left hand straight out like a T. Still got everybody. Awesome. Drag that knee across the body to the right, rolling onto the right front hip pad. So same thing. Take that left hand, wiggle your fingers between the mat and your left hip, and pull that flesh, that little hip pad on the side there behind you. You might get a little bit more of a twist. Chin to the left. You can relax that right leg and just let the back have some focus and relaxation. Don't tense up that lower half of the body. Let the arm do the work, that right arm. Chin to the left. And slowly release, knee to the sky. Center the hips again. Bring your knees up to your chest. Slide your hands on the outside of your shins. Grab the outside of your feet for happy baby. Bend the knees into the armpit. At the same time, try and tuck your tail to the earth. Knees into the armpit and your tail down. Really, really trying to flatten back. From here, you can straighten one leg or the other. If you like, try to do the full honey I'm home. Bit of a wind down here. Final stretch. If you want to go into a shoulder stand, do a little inversion here, there's a spot for that. If you have a posture you just must do to complete the practice, there's your option for that. Or you go right into Shavasana, there's an option for that. That means you straighten your legs out of the earth. Arms go alongside you, palms up. And you go into your corpse pose, death of the practice, where you absorb your practice, just relaxing, lying down. Face is soft, forehead is soft. Chin is relaxed, eyes are relaxed. Cheeks soft, throat soft. Let your chest just relax and be open. The belly is soft. Thighs roll slightly out. Toes are gentle. As you exhale, maybe you sink just a little bit deeper into the earth. Sometimes you can find that point of weightlessness where you're not even sure what's touching the earth, where you're so relaxed and so unhinged. And just breathe. Calm the mind. Try and memorize what calm is, so you can call it back when you need it. There's so much racing around of our minds. The concept of meditation sounds so esoteric and otherworldly, but it's really a quite simple thing to do, to just spend time with yourself and try and erase your thoughts and try and empty your thoughts, empty your mind. A relative of mine has been meditating almost daily since August, and it's changed their life in very, very positive ways. And they said, and I asked if I could quote, "It's amazing how much junk is going on in your mind when you're forced to sit down and listen to it." I thought that was quotable. We can get so busy and accomplishing so much. But can you simplify also the yin and the yang? So slowly take deeper breaths. Maybe you tip your chin side to side. Rub your thumb and fingertips together. Wiggle your toes. Circle wrists and ankles. Just fill up with some prana, some energy, some life force. Deeper breaths. Lungs fill up bigger. Exhale slowly. Unifying your breath and your body and your mind at this moment in this nice Shavasana. Exhale your knees into your chest, rolling off to the right hand side. When you're ready, take a moment laying on your side. In that fetal position that's so familiar to your DNA, so comfortable. And when you're ready to push yourself up to a seated posture, nice and slowly with control, facing the front of the mat. Sit quietly, close your eyes.
First, begin by thanking yourself for coming to practice today. And here's where I like to say your advanced practice begins when you take your yoga off the mat and into your daily life, your concentration and strength and balance and flexibility. Let's take an inhale, arms out to the side, reaching up high, looking up. Hands to the forehead, may you always know your truth. Hands to your throat chakra, may you always speak your truth. Hands to your heart, may you always live your truth. Thank you for joining everyone today. Namaste.
Thank you, James.
Thank you guys. Thank you everybody at home. Have a great Boxing Day, first day of Kwanzaa. You've got to look up what the themes are for the next 6 days. But today's unity. Have a great day.